Hello everyone, my name is Michael and I'm coming to you from the Tech Whiz News YouTube channel. Today I am going to be starting my new series, the RSR Retro Smartphone Review. The first retro smartphone I will be reviewing is the HTC One M7 first generation. This phone was released in March of 2013 and was very ahead of its times. The screen size was 4.7 inches and it had an operating system of Android with the HTC One UI skin over it. In my opinion, this skin was not my favorite. It was not the best. It was very plain, very bland. There wasn't much to it except for a few cartoony icons. It also has a display resolution of Full HD 1920 by 1080, which was a very good panel for this time, but it was IPS LCD, not Super AMOLED like the Samsung smartphones. The storage options were 16 GB, 32 GB, and 64 GB. 64 GB was a very rare storage option back then because not a lot of apps and pictures took up a lot of space. So that was a nice feature that they added into this phone. Another feature that they added into this phone is the colors. It had a very wide assortment of colors. It had blue, black, gold, red, and silver. Very many colors to choose from. It had 2 GB of RAM, which was okay for this time period of smartphones. There wasn't really much multitasking, and the smartphones haven't evolutionized like they are today. It had a 4 megapixel rear camera that would shoot in 1080p Full HD with a wide angle single lens. This camera was okay, but it did not meet up to the competitors like the Samsung Galaxy S4, which I will be mentioning in this video today. It came with Bluetooth 4.0, which was very nice because you can connect to your Bluetooth speakers and other items. It had a full unibody aluminum shell, which was the first of its kind in this generation. Other than the iPhone, this was the first Android phone to have a full unibody design. As you guys can see, these are the antenna bands, the single camera with the flash, and dual audio speakers. This was another good feature about this phone, was the dual audio speakers. Let's put some music on and let you guys hear what this audio sounds like. Unfortunately, I'm not able to put music on right now, but that will be in a separate video. I will be testing out this phone specifically, how it runs with new programs in 2020. The other thing that was good about this phone was it had a Snapdragon 600 chipset, which was the best chipset for its time. Snapdragon has always been one of the best chipsets in my opinion, and they always make the fastest chipsets in all of the new devices. The battery on this phone was 2300 milliamp hours, which for the time period was actually a decent battery. Then again, the phone was less powerful, therefore you needed a less battery. But the main competitor, which is the Galaxy S4, had a 2600 milliamp hour battery, which in my opinion, that little bit of extra battery will greatly help you with your daily usage. The other difference between the HTC M7 and the S4 is that the S4 had a 5.0 inch screen, whereas the HTC M7 had a 4.7 inch screen. The cameras are also where a big difference comes into play. The Samsung camera was 13 megapixels and could take 1080p photos. And it had a lot of different features within their camera app. This phone, however, on the other hand, only has a 4 megapixel rear camera. That is where HTC failed this phone, was the camera. It only had a 4 megapixel camera compared to the 13 megapixel one on the S4. And last but not least, the key features of both these phones. Key features on the HTC M7 are its unibody aluminum shell, 4 megapixel rear camera, 2.1 megapixel front camera, and the Snapdragon chipset. Key features on the Galaxy S4 are it works with gloves on, it has a newer Android version, also comes with expandable storage, which this phone does not have, and there are also many, many more that I can't even name. To wrap up this video, we talked about the HTC M7 and its main features. We talked about the Galaxy S4 and its main features, and we compared the two to see which one wins. In my opinion, the Galaxy S4 is a better deal for the money. And I know we are in 2020, but for you out there who are looking for a budget phone within the $40 to $50 range, I highly suggest the Galaxy S4 over the HTC M7. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to be updated on all our new videos. Sayonara.